Okay, I have a story. I want to talk about the dates and the creator. Share my videos, subscribe on YouTube channel ZK01 Africa TV Manala. So at the beginning there was nothing. In the darkness of the world lived Sir Dates with his wife and only daughter. In order to be able to live somewhere, Sir created an immensity of mud by means of magic. One day, Alatangana, the court, appeared and visited Sir in his dirty house abode. Shocked by this state of affairs, Alatangana reproached Sir fiercely, saying that he had created an uninhabitable place without plants, without plants, without living beings, without light. To remedy these faults, Aladangana set out first of all to solidify the dirt. He thus created an uninhabitable place. He thus created the earth, but this earth still seemed to him too sterile and too sad. And so he created vegetation, animals of all kinds. Sir, who was satisfied with these improvements of his dwelling place, entertained great friendship for Andalandangana and offered him much of his daughter. Hospitality. After some time, Andalandangana was the bachelor, yes, asked his host for the hand of his only daughter, but the father found many excuses. In the end, flatly refused to satisfy his demand. However, Alatangana came to secret agreement with the young girl. He married her, and in order to escape the wrath of Sir, they fled to a remote corner of the earth. They fled to the remote corner of the earth, the end of the earth. They fled there. There they lived happily and bore many children, 7 boys and 7 girls, 4 white boys and girls, and 3 black boys and girls. To the great surprise of the parents, these children spoke strange languages among themselves, which their parents did not understand. Alandangana was annoyed and finally decided to consult Sir, and without delay, he set out on his way. His father-in-law addressed him coldly and said, "Yes, it was who banished you. It was who banished you, because he had offended me. You shall never understand what your children say. But I shall keep your white children in diligence and paper and ink, so that they may write down their thoughts to your black children, so that they may feed themselves and procure everything they need. I shall keep the whole the machete, and the axe. Sir also recommended to Andalangana that the white children should marry among themselves, and the black children should do the same. Eager to be reconciled to his father-in-law, Alandangana accepted all his conditions. When he returned, he had the marriages of all his children celebrated. This story is very interesting indeed. I like this story. I was telling my story, my young kingship. So that's the reason I like reciting this story on behalf on the concrete. They dispersed to all parts of the world and endangered the white and black races. From these ancestors were born innumerable children whom we know today under the names of French, English, Italians, German, etc. on the one hand, and Kono, Kwede, Manon, Malinge, and Toma Yakupa on the other. But when the world had thus been, people were still living in darkness. Once more, Alandangana was forced to ask the device advice of Sir. He commanded the Toto, an early rising little red bird, and the cock to go, and Sir advised. When he had heard the two messages, Sir told them, "Enter the house. I shall give you the song by which you shall call the light of the day, so that men can go about the work." When the messenger returned, Andalangana became angry and scolded them. "I gave you money and I gave you food for your journey, and you neglected your duty. You deserve your debts." But in the end, Alandangana mercifully forgave the two unhappy messengers. A little later, the Toto gave its first cry, and the cock too uttered his first song. But in the end, behold, a miracle hardly hit the two birds, finished their song when the first day dawned. The sun appeared on the horizon according to the direction of the sun started on its celestial course. When his journey was completed, the sun went to sleep somewhere on the other side of the earth. At this moment, there appeared the stars in order to give to mankind some of the light during the night. And since the day, the two paths must sing in order to call the light for the Toto and then the cock. Having thus given the sun, the moon, and the stars to mankind, Sir called Alandangana. He said to him, "You took my only child away, and in return I have done good to you. It is your turn now to render me a service. As I have been deprived of my child, you must give me one of yours, and time and that I used to call for one. You shall hear a calabash rather in his dreams. When I choose him, this shall be my call, which must always be observed and obeyed." Conscious of this killing, and Alandanga could not be content. Thus, it is because of Alandangana disobeyed the custom requiring the payment of the bride price that human beings must die. The origin of life and death. That is the credo. That is the story that talks about the origin of life and death, and about how the French, the white people come across, and how the black people come onto the world, and how they evolved, and how they separated, whereby we have the Africans. We could have now the Africans, we have the white Hindus, and we have the American, black American, the Mondonecos, and here we have the people of Chafeda, Shem, those are the white, and Ham, those are the white people in Africa. That's not the story about the dead and the greater. Remember to share and subscribe to my YouTube channel ZK001 Africa TV Munala.